If you're planning on making any type of video content, don't go at it alone. Even if you have all of the necessary skills to shoot and edit, make beautiful video, it's really important to have a second eye on your projects. And in this video, I want to talk about why having a partner in this process has been extremely crucial in my success. I've been creating content since I was 13 years old. This was all before the iPhone was invented. So I was that weird little kid that carried around a camera everywhere I went, recorded my entire life. I have an entire video of my senior year of high school. Like, I was a weirdo, but I have absolutely had enough experience in my life. I've worked in television, I've worked as a freelancer to make my own content. I don't really need anybody else in order to shoot and edit videos. My partner, Ali, who also is on this channel, and if you haven't seen any of her videos, you have to check them out. She is so talented and so amazing. She also could do this entire process by herself, but we choose to work together, and I want to talk about why. The first reason is that we have different perspectives on things. I was editing one of her videos the other day, and it was really interesting the things that she pinpointed as the most important parts of the process, because they're kind of the opposite of what I think are the most important parts of the process. So she's able to really give a different perspective on how to do things and how things work. So I'm going to be able to connect with certain people, and she's going to connect with the people that I don't connect with. We have very different perspectives on the world. So when she's helping produce my videos, she can be listening and say, hey, have you thought about mentioning this or saying this, so that in every video, I'm not just repeating the same ideas over and over again. When we do videos together, we can bounce ideas off of each other. We can, something she says might spark an idea for me so that I can take us down a path, and then she can take us down a path, and we can really create this amazing, valuable video that's going to give so much more content than if I was just going at it alone. Now, we like to have multiple people on our channel, but let's say that only I wanted to be on camera. She didn't want to be on camera. No one else wanted to be on camera. I was going to be the only one. That doesn't mean that I don't need her. Like I said, if I'm on camera, she can help produce me, give me ideas. She can be watching and making sure that I'm not stumbling on my words. I didn't say something wrong. My hair isn't looking all crazy, and that I'm not kind of going in circles. She can be listening and going, is this video making sense? Or should we take it in a different direction? So regardless of if you're going to partner up with somebody on a channel or not, I highly recommend that you at least have someone running the camera, and you have that person be a producer, somebody who is going to be paying attention to the overall content and the message of what you're saying, as opposed to somebody who might just show up, hit record, and then, give you the thumbs up and then hope for the best. The second reason I suggest doing this with somebody is there is simply a lot to do. Setting up all the cameras, moving the furniture, running the audio. There's a pretty high chance that you're going to make some kind of mistake. You're not going to notice that the audio stopped recording, or one of the videos stopped recording, or there was something strange going on behind you if you're doing this completely by yourself. Sitting in this seat here, I have a lot to think about. I want to make sure that I'm giving you the right content, that I'm going over the things that I planned on saying. So I don't want to be thinking about all of the equipment and everything else that's going on behind me or in front of me. I want to just be thinking about the message that I'm trying to get across. There are times that I shoot my videos by myself, and pretty much 100% of the time I'm like, I wish Ali was here at that moment because I didn't notice that this happened. I shot an entire series where I had to push my camera really, really far away because of the type of lens I had, and the entire thing was blurry, so I had to redo it. So, that's the sacrifice I sometimes make, but I wouldn't suggest it. Every chance we have the opportunity to set a date, film together, and really do this as a team, our videos are always better in those moments than the times where I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna shoot 5 quick videos today because I have the time to do it. Beyond just the filming day, there's a lot to do in post-production, right? You've already done all this pre-production, you have your filming day, but then the work doesn't stop there. Editing takes a really, really long time to get through all of this footage, especially if you're trying to post 3 to 5 times a week. And generally, by the time I get to where I'm finished with the edit, I have seen this footage so many times in so many different ways. I'm sick of hearing my own voice or whoever's voice it is that I'm editing, that I don't want to look at that video any more time at all. So I always do a final pass through, but sometimes by that point you're fatigued, right? You've seen this, you've heard this, you're over it. And so it's always a really good idea to have a second eye on every piece of content you have before it goes out. Allie always watches the videos that I edit before we ever post them. And there's been plenty of times where she's like, hey, did you notice that this was there? Or, oh, this got cut off, or, and then I'm able to go, oh, okay, let me fix that. And so it never goes out to the public with mistakes. She's able to catch those before we ever post anything. In an ideal world, if you're going to bring somebody onto your team, let's say you want to just do your own YouTube channel, but you want to bring somebody, to help you do the filming, help you do the editing, be a producer for you. Ideally, you're going to find somebody who can do all of it. It can be a little bit rare, to find a videographer that's also a producer, that's also an editor, because a lot of times in the industry, people are taught you pick your one skill and then you become really, really good at that. That is changing, with social media. People are becoming a little bit more well-rounded. But if you're going to hire somebody, I would just make sure that you bring somebody on that can kind of do all of those things and do all of those things well. If YouTube is something that you are really interested in getting started, you need an ally in the process, we do have a link in the description box below called Talk to a Producer. We can give you some ideas, walk you through, and we do also have a full A to Z program where we come in, we help you do all of your prep, all of your filming, and then all of your posting. So all you have to do is show up and be the talent for the day. So go ahead and check out the description and click that link. If that's not the route for you, that's okay. We have a ton of videos on our channel that go over how you can DIY this whole YouTube thing yourself. So make sure to subscribe and check those out. We are your video allies. You've got this, we've got your back, and we cannot wait to see what kind of content you create.